Do this.
Alright, so basically you're coming out of town, and he's mentioning that you should probably rest for the day, seeing as, it's actually getting morning now. You guys move up and you kind of notice a cabin off to the side. It's got vines and stuff like that. It looks run down. The walls are kind of cruddy. Glass is kind of shattered. Not really actually broken out of the windows, but pretty close to it.
So in other words, it just looks kind of spider-webbed and...
like it hasn't been used in a long time.
It looks abandoned in the woods.
Alright.
Strad's like, well, we could use that because I'm allergic to the sun. I break out really badly from it. So
You really want to
he goes, there's food and stuff. I'm sure if need be, you guys can find meat.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow.
Meat.
He goes, but I'm just going to probably sleep for the night down in the cellar.
Alright, cool. Time to meditate.
So, you guys move
Should
in.
we meditate or should we go hunting first?
I'd say meditate first and then go hunting.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. We're gonna meditate first, then go hunting. By the time he wakes up, we can have food.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry.
Wait, I meditate.
Oh, you meditate too? A tiefling does? You
A warlock.
No.
Oh,
for a
tiefling
rest.
is- yeah.
A
for a rest.
tiefling.
Oh,
You have to do the 8-hour rest now.
Yeah.
He
That's
switched
the only.
to a tiefling.
That's the
because
only
he was so
fallback.
hated.
Okay.
I did not realize.
And yes, our warlock did switch to a tiefling because of the fact that the half elf is more of a diplomacy character
Oh.
than as a glass cannon type character.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can take our rest, and
I didn't even know that.
by the time he's up, we can have breakfast. He did it while you were gone.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I know, right?
So basically, everybody goes to bed. Strahd goes down into the basement. Well, okay. Let me give you a good description of the inside. The inside is basically rickety, falling apart. There's a couple beds in there. I wouldn't necessarily lay on the beds.
Oh, I'm probably
At least not under the blankets on them.
we're probably gonna sleep outside like usual.
I'll sleep on the floor.
But there's a small, fireplace in the back. It looks like it's starting to fall away from the wall.
Creep on fire.
It's got a pot in it. It's got the swing hook for making stews and stuff like that. There's a few small cabinets in there that look like they've been emptied out. Drawers are pulled out of them and stuff like that. And then there's a small trap door off in the corner that leads down to the root cellar, which Strahd is basically going over to instantly, opening and going down as quick as possible.
Sun's getting close, guys. Smash the floor up. I know, I don't feel like dying. No, it's a joke.
And he goes, before he closes the door behind him, he goes, it should be safe during the day. You shouldn't have any problems.
It's a good thing.
He goes, other than that, good morning. And he closes the door. And
Alright. Time to find my corner and meditate.
I think he means good night.
Trying to remember where it's from.
yeah, I remember. So basically, everybody rests. You two are, of course, the first ones up, being, elves. So, what are you guys
Master race.
off to do?
It's time to go hunting for breakfast.
Indeed.
I was expecting indubitably.
Indubitably. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited to drink some animal blood and have a nice meaty meal.
Let's not go stew this time.
No.
Let's get something bigger and make like slabs.
I like what you're thinking.
Alright.
Off in the distance, you do kind of hear, kind of, murr, murr.
That sounds like lunch.
Breakfast, yeah.
Well, breakfast and lunch.
Well, it would be closer to lunch after you guys rest.
By definition, though, breakfast is the first meal you eat of the day. So, let's go find the moose.
I'm gonna see if I can find anything.
It's perception, right? 21? What'd you get?
15.
21.
Alright, so basically,
I was hoping you'd tip him over.
who was using that?
Nobody.
Which one was it?
That would be more Strahd. So
Is that the
basically,
one with
those
the
two are
shield?
asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was Roderick.
Yeah, Roderick died.
We don't know that.
So basically, you guys are standing outside and you hear the mooing coming off from the left of the house. Kind of off towards the other city you guys are heading towards.
I'm gonna start heading in that
Hey, we're
direction.
going to the moo.
Alright, so basically you're heading off towards the cow. Well, you come up to basically this open style pasture that's got cows and stuff like that. After you travel a little bit through a wooded area, then you notice one straying rather close to you two.
I'm gonna whack it in the head with my quarterstaff.
So you're gonna run at it and smack it.
I'm gonna walk towards it until it gets startled. I'm gonna smack it with my quarterstaff.
Well, basically, as soon as you start getting close, it kind of goes like this.
Freeze.
It's just kind of staring at you like, no.
Maybe I should switch to a dart. I think I'm gonna switch to a dart. Huh, yeah, I know. That means they're also frightened very easily. These ones aren't?
No.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna whack one. It really doesn't matter all that much.
You're in a pasture.
I'm gonna cast Frostbite at it.
It's well, you're gonna frost. That ruins
Just-
meat.
No. I cause a numbing frost to form on the cow, and it makes a Constitution saving throw.
You want me to roll the other one?
Hey, that one's only supposed to be when we need a benefit.
That looks better.
Why do you do this to me when you roll 20s?
And on a failed save, it takes 1d6 cold damage.
Just don't take away from the house.
What?
It took me so long to build that house.
Takes 3 damage. Cold damage.
You don't get to add your modifier?
I don't know. It just says takes
Is it a
1d6
cantrip?
cold damage. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
No.
It's running away.
You could just let me whack it.
I'm gonna pull out my bow.
I'm gonna dart him.
Wait.
14 with a dart.
Yeah.
The blue one.
Is it moving slowly with that cold damage?
9 damage with a dart.
It's dead.
Hey, I helped.
I would have been done with just whacking it. Alright.
The dart sinks into the back of its fucking head.
Get my dart back quick. I don't need to lose anymore.
I'm not really worried about anything else right now.
You didn't do anything else. Alright.
Alright.
Time to skin it.
You're in a field.
Oh, probably drag it away first.
Yeah.
You want to go get the goat to pull this? I don't think either one of us strong enough to pull a whole cow.
Yeah, I'll go get the coat, but I do have an idea before we do anything.
You want to camouflage him?
Where'd you guys put the wagon?
Yeah, I forgot. Here, we'll use mine because I got extra.
Okay.
But,
Wagon.
Yeah. Okay.
Go.
So you're going back to get the wagon. You notice that you kind of hear two voices speaking out by the road.
Just you.
And
I'm staying by the kill.
yeah, they're talking.
First reaction, huh? Oh, smart ass.
And they're basically talking about how life has been, you know, basically chit-chatting to keep each other company, trying to keep each other from going batshit insane. Because, you know,
It happens.
well, boredom sets in, and that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
are they walking at this point, or are they just kind of stopped?
You know, they're kind of slow walking, and they're coming from where Dante's town was.
By slow walking, do I have enough time to come get my brother before they even come to my brother and get back before they get to where the wagon's at?
Well, right now, technically, the knight and the priest both have seen, you know, the goat sitting out there. And they kind of both look a little surprised because
Big goat.
that house has been abandoned, and that's actually an abnormal sized goat.
Okay.
Start talking to him first. If nothing else, you have a freaking warlock there with you.
How long have I been resting?
It doesn't matter right now.
I'm
This
still
is
asleep.
probably at 5
I'm gonna
hours.
walk around this goat and say, "Hey guys," I'm gonna just walk towards like the door, kind of off to the side, not really approaching them, just kind of keeping to myself a little bit, and I say, "How's it going?"
Well, you notice the priest takes a step forward, and he's kind of like, well, good morning, son. How are you on this fine, beautiful morning?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Fairly well. Have you heard of any stories of vampires in this part? Me and my companion here are what I guess the parish would call vampire hunters. We hunt for mythical beasts that want to destroy the human race.
Okay, out of game. I don't know who he is.
No, you don't know Strata is.
Just want to make sure. I've heard about the vampires being around, though I don't know where any are.
You go, oh. Well, if you ever need any help or anything like that with the Vampire Menace, you could always, call on us. He goes, he kind of looks back and he starts talking to the knight for a second, and the knight kind of nods and he kind of slowly walks up to you and he goes, here, take these, and he pulls 3 wooden stakes off of his belt. He goes, if you drive these through a vampire's heart, you can basically kill them. He goes, they won't turn to ash or anything like that. They'll just die.
So, about a normal kind of death. But
pretty much.
Their kind of death.
At least to their knowledge, that's what it does.
Okay.
He goes, so I'm going to offer these to you. Do you have any other companions that might need them? Because if you do run into them, one of the best ways to kill them is to put a wooden stake through the heart.
I got my brother who is out hunting right at the moment, and your name is still the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And,
Randall.
our buddy Randall is in the shed, or in the abandoned house.
The hut sleeping.
The hut.
He goes, oh, okay. And he kind of stops and he takes this bag off of his back and he drops it on the ground. And he rifles through it a few times and he takes out a book and sets it next to it and he takes out a couple more stakes and he goes, well, here's about 9 in total, 3 per each.
Okay.
He goes, if you want to give them to, your friends, or if you want to hold on to them, I noticed you're kind of more of a nature fellow. So he goes, but I just want to wish you a good morning, a happy hunt, and hopefully you find yourself something fresh to eat. He goes, but I will fair warn you, do not follow the lights that's in the woods.
Why is that, if I may ask?
They will lead you basically into an ambush and, well, you could die.
So, due to my lack of knowledge, how would I know if I've come across a vampire?
Vampires usually look like a dead person. Sunken face, sunken eyes. The eyes kind of, well, clouding out per se. Usually they change color, almost white. He goes, they have elongated canine fangs to puncture veins and drink of blood. Sometimes they'll smell of rot and decay, depending on age. Really, we've heard maybe 1 or 2 vampires have been sighted in this area. We're actually on our way to go to, I believe it's the Dwarven City, to see if they've had any problems with vampirism or anything that happened there. He goes, but we did notice a castle about maybe 900 yards, maybe even a little farther than that, that's off over by the swamped area behind this place. We came here because we heard that this town was desecrated by vampires and destroyed. And we found 2 human corpses. One was in what looked like a magic academy, and also one that was in a very nice house, which he looked like he was maybe the captain of the guard there or something like that.
Was he all scarred up?
From what we've seen, yes, he was very scarred up, but he also had his chest ripped open.
Was there any emblems on his armor?
A scratched out tentacle.
That was an old friend of ours, Roderick.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. We gave him his last rites and buried him.
Well, I thank you kindly for that.
Nope. Same with the other fellow. He was actually nicely dressed with white hair. I don't know if you actually know him or not.
No! So that was out of game.
But we also performed last rites for him and buried him as well.
Human. Who do we know that's human with white hair that dresses nicely in Dante's town? He's insane right now. Very powerful warlock.
Dante? I forgot that he had white hair. So I'm like,
he's at a very advanced age.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe him to even.
He really didn't have a description for you guys. He was kind of a middle-aged guy when on your last game, and his hair was changing to white. His eyes were red, well, reddish black, and he dressed fairly fine. But last time you seen him, he was dressed very nicely, but he had white stubble, white hair, and his eyes kind of faded out from being red. Until, of course, he regained himself and got pissed at the barbarian, which flared him completely back up. But yes, basically the description that he gave you was of Dante.
I'm wondering if the other one was Roderick, the other one, I'm afraid to say it must be Dante.
He goes, and who's Dante?
Who's Dante?
Was there any special importance that he had?
The head of the town? He owned it?
He was the one that did own that town.
He goes, and what about the town behind it? I think I've seen a sign that said New Hope.
He founded that.
Well, if we can clear this place of the vampire menace, we might have to raise a memorial to the man. He goes, but we're going to carry on our way so we can, keep on our mission.
Is there any way or any place that I can look for you if I ever need?
Well, like I said, we're going to be going to the Dwarven Mountain and looking around there for probably a couple days. He goes, we might be there for a while. We hear that it's actually a large dwarven city, so it's going to take us some time to actually go through everything. He goes, if you ever need us or anything like that, you'll probably be able to find us there, or you can ask someone of the guard, they might know. We'll leave a note with at least the head of the guard there. So if you do need us or anything like that.
Well, before you do part, is there any weaknesses that I should know about?
Sunlight, running water, magical items, magic in general. He goes, and the best thing is a stake to the heart, if you can actually catch him off guard. He goes, other than that, we've heard of werewolves around here, and everybody really knows how to take care of those. It's a silver weapon or magic.
Right.
He goes, but with the lights that's in the woods, we don't know how to take care of those. He said, we had somebody else that was following with us that was another human, and he was more of our scout than anything else. He was the one that actually patrolled outside, basically. And my friend here actually noticed that there was some lights flickering into the woods, and said that the scout was following them to find out what was going on. And, well, 2 days later, we wound up finding his body, and it looked like he was attacked by wolves. As for anything else in the area, really hasn't been much more reported.
About what? About dude in the basement?
Yeah.
We have no reason to believe he's a vampire. He's just allergic to the sun. He hasn't been scared of running water, so we haven't seen it either any of the other weaknesses or anything.
He doesn't appear undead.
He doesn't look undead. He doesn't smell of any rotting flesh.
That's why I'm asking.
I was waiting for you to talk about the Dwarven City we were at just yesterday. That they're going to.
Is that where we came from?
Yeah. Under the mountain.
Oh, I didn't realize that's the one.
Yeah, it's literally the same dwarven city you came from. Because you got to go past it to get to the human city.
Yeah.
Well, we were at the dwarven city. Kind of not so funny story. We were actually captured by Drow and...
We heard that the Drow had ran, which actually seemed rather peculiar to both of us. But we also got stories from the dwarves. Well, one of the dwarves we were passing on the road heading down to the town, the port town, and he said something about somebody opening a rift and summoning this giant primordial being, and it started wreaking havoc in the Drow city, and it was eating people and destroying buildings and punching holes into the side of this mountain.
Yeah, that was me.
You summoned a primordial?
I wouldn't say I quite summoned him. I called for help.
Oh, so basically you called for help, and luckily there was actually a stone primordial underneath the mountain?
Quite lucky.
He goes, that is fascinating. And he turns to the priest and they start talking for a minute. And the priest starts nodding and he's like, that would be an awesome idea. And then the knight comes back and he turns around and he's like, well, thanks for at least clarifying that with us. He goes, is there any way that we could actually go speak to the primordial ourselves?
You can try.
Probably not yourselves.
Unless you speak it.
Are you able to speak primordial?
The priest actually knows primordial.
I can't guarantee anything.
Well, we can always try. So, what did you actually say to awaken it?
I'm just saying.
Well, like I said, we were captured by Drow, and I had to sing in a bar in order to make it look like it was just a song. And
well, primordial is technically a beautiful language if you like a lot of groaning and moaning, I guess you could say.
Well,
Who doesn't love a good groan and moan?
Now, see, the thing is I've heard song dragons, and those are much more beautiful than primordial, but to each their own, I guess.
well, all he said was,
Can you please help me?
I said, can you please help me? Because my brother and I have been captured. We just need a way to get out of here if you can.
So he took sympathy on you. Well, at least we're going to assume it's a male. Did you see beards or boobs?
He's clean shaven.
I saw a huge hand.
A huge hand. So you didn't see the face or the body, which means it's probably one of the older primordials. Yeah. I can understand that one. Well, anyways, we're going to wish you adieu. And he reaches out and offers his hand to you, and he shakes your hand. And you notice it's a pretty firm grasp that he has, even through his gauntlets that he's wearing. And he goes, I hope your party stays well and gets to your destination without any problems.
Well, I thank you, and I bid you a good farewell.
And him and the priest just start down the road again.
Is he within shouting distance?
Well, I'm gonna quick.
Oh, we heard the cow?
I'm gonna quick turn to the wagon. Put all the stuff tucked in. Because I don't want anything seeing that unless we bring it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to bring the wagon and the goat.
You don't need the wagon, just the goat.
I got the goat. Left the wagon there.
I don't think the goat could pull
The cow and the
cow
wagon,
and the
no.
wagon. And we can't lift the cow up to put it in there. Cows are roughly 2 tons total.
Pretty close to it.
Bring
Also,
the goat.
John, I'm going to take your character for a second. When you come back up to your brother, he's kind of standing there, rubbing his eyes, acting like something's been bothering them. Like, maybe the light's too bright, or, you know, maybe he got something in his eyes.
It just clicked with Jeremy what was going on.
I forgot.
Would that be a perception
felt
check?
too.
Yep.
Did you?
Nope, you don't notice anything different.
Hey, brother.
What's up? Took you long enough.
You making a move on me?
Are you flirting with me, my friend?
Oh, just
I don't.
really bright out.
Got the goat.
Took so long.
There was a priest and a knight. It's kind of hesitant. I didn't have enough time to come get you, so I kind of just walked around the goat and kind of kept close to the house, so that way, if need be, I can get Randall out of the hut, and then we could take care of it until at least maybe you heard something and then come running. But all was well. They're actually hunting vampires.
Oh.
And so I've got some stakes. Not those kind of stakes.
Aw.
Wooden stakes. Apparently we're supposed to drive them through a vampire's heart.
Did you offer him breakfast for all this?
They were in a hurry to the Dwarven City.
Good save. Alright, well, let's tie this goat to,
Apparently they heard my stories of summoning that primordial.
we need to leave it at that. If you can summon a primordial that large, that powerful, people are gonna fear you.
True.
Maybe you should let him finish the story on what happened, though. As what people are actually saying.
But there's more to it than just that. Apparently I summoned a primordial and sat there and destroyed the drow town and killed a bunch of kids and punched a hole through the mountain. It sounded a lot better and better.
Yeah, I know. Talk about fearing you. They really think you summoned that?
I let these guys know that I didn't really summon them,
Oh,
but I called them.
okay.
I called them out.
What'd they say to that?
Well, they're really intrigued and they're actually on their way to go try to communicate with it.
You just sent monster hunters towards the one elemental that might be friendly to you?
He realizes that I don't believe that they're out to hurt this elemental. One can actually speak it.
Know
They can
thine
speak
enemy.
primordial.
Know thine enemy. Priest and knight, they would know thy enemy. Just saying. Alright, well. We can talk about this while I'm tying up the goat, I hope. Tie the goat
I'll give you a hand.
to him.
Let's get this back and
Yeah. Come on, Thunder Rock. That's my goat's name. I'm calling Thunder Rock. Alright. So, we got the cow back to the cabin. Around to the back of the cabin is where I'm going to gut this thing.
Do I wake up?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you'd wake up to the smell.
No.
Oh, well, alright,
So,
never mind. I
It's
think
pitch
the
black
smell.
in the room, by the way.
So my dark vision doesn't do anything.
Nope.
Wait, it's pitch black in the. Have I been moved?
No, you're still in the bed.
I thought it was a crumbling house.
Yeah.
It's pitch black.
Yep.
So it's unnatural.
Yep.
What can I do?
And you do start hearing these guys coming back towards the house, probably carrying on. Probably more Varis telling Roland about his encounter with the knight and priest. And about how they're going to grill up this cow, and
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure they're going to offer some.
That's why I said we were making breakfast. Someone still doesn't have any food to go with him.
yeah.
2 people don't. Oh, as far as we know.
As far as you know, 2 people do not have food.
A good thing we're good at this.
Well,
Otherwise, you'd have starved by now.
yeah, I would too. Well, I grabbed my cord staff from by the bed and
You can't move.
I can't move.
You can't move. You feel almost paralyzed.
Are you kidding me? Can I speak?
Are you going to try?
Just say yes.
Yes.
Or you can try.
I'm just going to try to yell.
It comes out more of...
I'm gonna go check to see what that.
We don't know if we heard it.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right there.
we didn't hear it, or
You guys can roll to check.
That'd be a passive one.
Oh, would it?
We're not actively listening for him.
Well, no, you guys wouldn't have heard
15.
it then.
See?
Well, I was about to go get him anyways.
Yeah,
God.
let's cook the food first.
I was checking with my awakened
Well, I
mind.
was gonna
but
wake
could
him
see
up
the
till I know we
creature
got
and
food.
communicate.
Yeah, I'd let him sleep.
So
It'll take
that
8
helped me.
hours.
So
Has it been 8 hours?
It's close to 8 hours. Because in order for you guys to go get the cow, it was about an hour walk. So that would be 5. You had your conversation, which would have took a couple rounds. So,
2 minutes.
and then you walk back with the goat, which the goat would probably stop here and there. So about an hour and a half to get back to him. And then an hour back. So that's about 7 hours.
And then we're gutting the goat around the back and
You gutting the cow, not the
cow.
goat.
Yeah.
So that's going to take about an hour. So yeah, he would be awake by now.
Yeah, he'd be awake.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna, while you're getting ready to skin that cow, I'm gonna let him know we got food, and that if he wants veggies,
He can go get his own.
he's going to the garden and picking his own, because I ain't dealing with that shit.
I'm with you, 100%.
But when you
You need.
skin that cow, save that leather, as much of it as you can, or that hide.
Oh, yeah. The idea is to pull it off in one piece.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that we cut that nice and clean. We can find some use for it.
There's always a use for leather.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna go wake him up. I walk in.
It's pitch black inside.
It's pitch black.
Pitch black. Even the light from the door does not cut through it.
You didn't try. He didn't notice any of that before he walked in?
It-
So it looks normal from the outside?
Can't do anything. Whoops.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. You were the only person left in there, so.
you know, I knew I should have taken that skill.
What skill?
I could have been seeing magical darkness. I thought about it. I was like,
Now, how do you feel?
oh yeah, I could.
Like an idiot.
Yeah. It's like,
The
I
funny
won't
part
need
is
it.
technically, you were just woke up from your rest. You just gained your level.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we
Guess
go.
not. Okay. Nick knew what I meant by that.
Yeah.
Being a smart ass.
I'm gonna use
You
produce
just gained your
flame,
level. You haven't actually finished until you get up from your rest.
and I can't see
Oh.
anything.
It produces just enough light
Right
to light up your fingertips.
I'm gonna walk straight back out.
It lights up the whole area that you're in. At least it's a little bit brighter than, you know.
The daylight's actually making it.
Yeah.
All right.
You got him yet?
Well,
Dead yet?
I can't see shit. With this in my hand, I can't see shit.
We should probably find a way to get him out then. Can I put that away?
Yeah.
You kind of hear something moving around in there, and then you hear kind of a click, cluck, and then bang! Like somebody just shut a door.
Shit.
Was it the front door?
I'm gonna go investigate. What? I don't know
It's
what.
some-
What?
Something.
I'm gonna follow him and
Something
investigate too.
13. By the way, this is
16.
stuff from outside.
Oh yeah.
16.
Apparently, once I walk in, it goes black. So I stopped outside, according to him.
Well, you notice the room is back to normal, and you see him kind of laying in bed, and he's kind of sitting there going like this. Nobody else in the room. The darkness is faded.
Like,
I'm gonna walk in.
So what's going on?
Can I see again?
yeah. So I'm not paralyzed anymore.
What's going on?
So what are you talking about? It was dark in here.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything.
Dude, I was.
Are you sure you weren't hallucinating? Because I'm not seeing.
Hey,
I'm fine.
Hey, he's trying
What?
to say something.
Then
I
say
don't
it.
care what-
Shit.
what you think you saw?
What I think
It
I
was. It
saw?
was dark.
I did see
I
it.
was paralyzed. I couldn't move. And
So
my
you-
neck hurts like hell.
So you
Is
saw
there
the
blood on my?
darkness.
Is there blood on my? No, because yeah, of course. My neck is sore as hell.
Let me take a look at that.
So 3.
17.
There's no marks.
Did I
You notice his neck is a little wet, though.
It heals.
Is it just one spot or two spots?
Just one
It's one
big area.
Large
wet.
spot.
Okay.
Did that? Did I
Good
take
try,
any?
though.
Did that affect my hit points at all?
No, you were resting. So you regain full hit points anyways when you come out of the rest, not when you go into it. So even if he drank you down to 1 hit point. Oh, no. Yeah.
Well, I did have temporary hit points.
That's
Do
what I
need to
just
get rid
thought
of
of
them?
too.
No. Okay.
No, this is completely different than drinking your health points.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, well, you're both crazy, so... I'm about to start cooking. You want to light a fire in that fireplace? Cook it inside? If you think it's safe enough in here
I'd
to
be
not
ha-
light the whole thing on fire?
I'd be happy to go outside.
Give me 1 second.
Or we could just light one outside.
I'm gonna take a look at him, see if there's anything different about him.
About him?
If he looks ill or anything.
By the way, what color skin do you have? Give me a description.
That's right.
No, it can be any range of human-colored skin to dark
yeah.
reds, blues, blacks. Your eyes are also 3 different colors. You can pick red, white, or black.
Red, white.
White eyes.
And your hair can be any range of reddish tones, blackish tones, whitish tones.
So it could be any shade of.
What do you look like? You can be white, black, red. You can be those
that's hair.
variations.
No, my skin tone. He said it could be
Basically anything.
Yeah.
Any human colorations, including blue, purple, and black.
Well, I'm gonna be blue. I'm gonna be
Smurf.
I was very
Yeah,
large
my
for
ass, Papa Smurf.
a nickname.
And by
Whoa!
What?
by black, what I mean is
I missed
actually
something you
black
said,
like
didn't I?
this.
I said, yeah, lick my ass, Papa Smurf.
Oh God!
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah,
Papa
miss-
Smurf.
I did not hear that first part.
And Jeremy, the black I'm talking about is this black. Not like a black person. I'm talking black.
Not black, not brown.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I'm still going darker blue with white eyes and
I'll grab one next time.
black hair. I'll go with black hair.
Okay.
Like that.
So you do notice that he is kind of a shade lighter than his normal color.
Can I throw salt at him?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm not gonna throw salt at him, but
All of a sudden, a face full of salt just hits you in the face. What the fuck?
bacon. I got one here.
I know.
No, empty it.
Oh no!
I don't know what you want me to do.
I was so confused. I'm like,
Okay.
so
What the hell?
I don't have them on me. You don't look right. Well, however you want to put it.
Well, I definitely don't feel 100%. I don't think I was dreaming. That shit scared the shit out of me.
Well, I saw the blackness, and I couldn't see even with a flame in my hand. I know something was going on around here.
Yeah. Sorry.
I still think you're both crazy, so. I'm going back out by the food.
Well, brother, before you leave, something kind of reminds me of that conversation that I had with that priest in that night. We both seen that darkness. It was gone when you came up. I don't think it's coincidence that I saw something that he saw, and it's gone when you get there.
Pause.